I need to pause for a second. Okay, folks, D-Roy Cruz here, Life Applications Officer, Area of One. This couple, I'm just going to say a few things right here. And I've listened to people talk about this couple. And I'm going to scrutinize, first of all, the black community. And second of all, I'm going to scrutinize YouTube and the way people use YouTube, period. Okay? This ain't going to take long, hopefully. If the Lord don't allow me to be long-winded, it won't take long. But you know I get long-winded because I like to preach because I'm a preacher. Okay, but hopefully this won't be long-winded. Hopefully this is real short because I really don't give a rat's behind about this stuff anyway. But it's always on my YouTube channel. It's always, you view it once, you got to view it forever. You're just going to keep sending it to you. Even if you give enough dislikes about stuff, even if you, even tell YouTube that you don't really want to see any more of this content or whatever, But anyway, I'm sitting here and I'm looking up guitar videos, and they sent me. They show up on my page again, and now the story is different, and now black people are getting involved. Black people are. This is what pisses me off. Black people, as long as they were a happy couple, black people were in the shadows watching, but they weren't saying anything. Now that this couple is about to end their YouTube career, because that's all it is. That's all it ever was a YouTube career that they had together. It wasn't a marriage. It was a YouTube career. I'm going to talk about that. Okay? And there's a lot of couples on here. White guys with girls from the Philippines, black guys with girls from the Philippines, passport bros bringing their girls over here to America and putting it on YouTube, getting with their girls in the Philippines, putting it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of crap, relationship crap on YouTube. And you know why it's on YouTube? Because it's not real. That's why it's on YouTube. That's why every day, you got to ask yourself, this couple, they seem so happy together. Where did they find the time? You're asking yourself that question, but you don't come out and say it. Where do they find the time to make all these videos and make all these subscribers? Because that's all they do. They're doing more videos than they're having sex. They're doing more videos than they're getting in the bed together and cuddling. They're doing more videos than they're going out together and going on dates together. They're doing more videos than they're, working and taking care of each other and making sure each other's happy initially. I mean, they're just doing more videos because their life is all about one thing and not about the whole 9 yards of taking care of a marriage or taking care of yourself even. Okay? So first of all, the third thing I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about, first of all, it's only two. I'm going to scrutinize black people for a second. First of all, like I said, y'all didn't care about this couple until she started to act black. Yeah, I said it. Y'all didn't care about this couple till her black side came out. And she started acting like a woman from the ghetto. Then all of a sudden, y'all want to get in there and talk about him and her lies about him and his lies about her and he this and he that and all like that, okay? I knew she was going to be a problem, okay, the minute I saw her shake her butt in front of the camera. Right in front of her husband. She shook her butt in the camera. She used him as an excuse to shake her butt in front of the camera. Any woman that does that is not faithful to her husband. Any woman that uses her man as an excuse, or she does it because she has his permission to do it when she's away from him, it doesn't matter. Any woman that shows off her sex appeal, twerks, or wears cleavage, and I'm talking about, obvious cleavage, like, something you would wear to the disco or wear out, to a play. Why do, I've never understood why women go out looking like, a tramp with their husbands or with their boyfriends. I've never understood that. Like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing that obviously makes a man look at you and get a hard on? Like, what are you wearing? Like, and why are you twerking? Why? Your husband's right there. You're not going to have sex with each other on live YouTube. Why does porn have to be more moral than YouTube? Like, you're not going to have sex with each other right there on live YouTube. So why are you butting him and shaking your butt in front of the camera? One of the things I hate, just that one song that comes on YouTube. And I guess there's a part in the song, and it's recorded on YouTube all the time, where, the dance of it is where the woman, and the guys try to do it too. That's another thing that kills me about the internet today. Why are guys doing women's dances? It looks gay. Stop doing it. Stop trying to keep up with your woman, okay, by getting on TV or YouTube rather and dancing with her because you look like she's married to a gay dude. Like, stop doing women's dances. Anything that involves all that sexual innuendo is a woman's dance. It's wicked and it's wrong. It should be banned from YouTube, in my opinion, in my Christian opinion. But it's not a dude's dance. It's made for women. That's why you look like a queer. You look like, I'm not going to say that word. You look gay doing it. Stop doing it. I'm going to say something that got me flagged not too long ago. But I love that word. It's my favorite word to call y'all when y'all act like women. Okay? Stop doing it. And then, you got this fine, foxy babe, okay, who's a dance instructor. She brings on her boyfriend, male dance instructor, who recently got married. And I'm happy for them. We're all happy for them. But he sits there and looks like a queer doing the same dances that she does, while she putting all that booty up on the screen and all them boobs up on the screen, okay? And the men are like, yeah, we're watching this for her. We're watching this for her. It's just like, what's his name? Divine. His last name is Divine. I watch their content. People don't watch their content for health problems, Mr. Divine. They watch their content for Mrs. Divine. They're not, if she take herself out of those videos. Is his name Steve? I forget what his first name is. His last name's Divine. Look him up. Put Divine dance steps, Divine, Filipina marriage or whatever. They'll come right up, okay? But everybody's looking at his channel because of his wife. Nobody is looking at his channel because of his handicap behind, or his skin condition, his condition, or whatever that is. They're looking at his channel because of her, because they like looking at her. They like seeing her walk down Sunset Strip in them tight shorts. They like watching her wear them tight dresses. They like watching her act sexy and talk about sex. And the last video I watched where she showed you how to sit, she's wearing tight shorts, and she showed you how the video was entitled, it was a short, it was entitled using the restroom compared to, and she wanted everybody to know that she wipes her vagina with toilet paper when she sits down on a toilet, even though she was wearing tight shorts to do it, But still, should you put that in a comedy video or a funny video or whatever kind of video you're making? Should you show yourself wiping your vagina? Like, I mean, come on. To me, it's just wrong. And that's YouTube for you. But this is my problem with you black folks. Like, y'all didn't care about this couple until they started having obvious problems. Then you wanted to come in there and condemn her for being with a white man. That has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the issue. Okay? And whatever he is lying about, if he's lying at all, okay, whatever it may be, that he's lying about, if he's lying at all, because first she said this and that, and then she says, oh, well, come on, let's be honest. Okay, so she lied for him. That's possible. It's possible. She lied for him. He was not this white shining armor that was spending all his thousands and millions into her and her kids, including the one that he has with her. If he really has one with her. Okay, he wasn't doing that according to her. All of a sudden, he was never doing that. She bought the Range Rover, or paid the down payment on the Range Rover. She made the down payment on the house in Hawaii, where she's got no family, but he's got family. Seriously? All them white people allowed her to make the down payment on everything that they did in Hawaii. All this stuff that cost something. Are you kidding me? Okay. That's a dirty old white man if he did that. Okay. Him telling her, and he didn't say it, she said this, but him telling her, oh, okay, you want to stay here in Hawaii? Let's do it. Okay. First of all, if you can stay in, hey, sweetheart, let me tell you something. If you're staying in Hawaii because of me and my family, you want to live here, I'm going to pay the mortgage on the house. I'm going to pay all the bills. I'm going to put these kids through school in Hawaii. Yeah, you can go. You can make a down payment on the Range Rover. You can make a down payment on the house if my credit is bad. Okay? Because between my family already being out here and me being able to help you or provide for you to live here, a black woman live here in Hawaii. Let's get real. You want to pay down payment for the Range Rover? You want to pay the down payment on the house? Be my guest, because I'm paying for everything. I'm paying for the house. I'm paying the car note. What's the problem? But see, I'm the kind of person that I believe a man takes care of his wife. I don't believe that a marriage is 50-50. I believe the man pays as close to 100 as he can. The woman pays as close to 50 as she can. It's not about what the woman is bringing to the table. It's about what she gonna bring to the table, because she better bring it to the table or she's not marriage material. What a woman brings to the table, she's gonna bring to the table because the man brought it to the table. You see what I'm saying? If I'm that kind of man that I'm paying the bills, and I'm providing for this wife and these kids, if I'm the kind of man that I'm taking care of her, all expenses paid by me. If all expenses are paid by me, I really don't care if she makes a down payment on a house. Still my house. I don't care if she makes a Range Rover payment, a down payment on a Range Rover, okay? When we split up, she got nothing. Everything's in my name. Everything is mine. Including herself is mine. Everything belongs to me. I'm the king up in here. Okay? And after being married to a woman that did not work, she lied about going to work. Back to work after we had kids. We met on the job. We took a break to have children. She said, when the kids get a certain age, I'm going back to work. It never happened. I'm okay with that because I believe I take care of my wife. I really don't want her working. But my problem with that is she treated me like she owned everything. She didn't work. She didn't have any money. I took care of her and the kids. The only other money we had was my stepson's SSI because he was an epileptic at that time. So she made a little bit of money on his SSI, which I didn't touch that money. Okay? But she thought that she owned me, the house, the cars, everything. Okay? She didn't own anything. I let her take my bank card and go pay for whatever was needed. And it was not enough for her, which I admitted it ain't enough for me either. I want to work 2 jobs. Well, she said no. I said, well, okay. Finally, I feel like you love me because you don't want me to work 2 jobs. I feel loved all of a sudden, but yet at the same time, don't talk to me like I'm not the king of my castle. Don't talk to me like you work every day. Don't act exhausted like you go to work every day and come home and have to do my job for me. It doesn't work that way, sweetie. I work. I'm the one coming home exhausted. I'm the one coming home with bruises on me. I'm the one coming home, okay, needing to take a shower and get all this black stuff off my body. I'm the one. Okay? And if I feel that I want to sit down to a good meal cooked by my wife instead of my stepdaughter, because the reason why the woman's in the kitchen is not because a woman is a slave or a, second-class citizen. The reason why the woman is in the kitchen is because that is part of her intimacy between her and her husband. Has nothing to do with her being a slave. Nothing. I told her, I said, why is my stepdaughter, after we've been together 6 years of marriage, it's like my stepdaughter's cooking all the time. I'm like, why is my stepdaughter cooking all the meals? I can't sleep with my stepdaughter. It has nothing to do, ladies, with the woman being a slave because she's in the kitchen. The kitchen, just like everything else in the marriage, they chose the kitchen, what the kitchen would look like, just like they chose the rest of the house. Why, when it comes to the kitchen, a woman's a slave, but when it comes to the bedroom, a woman's not a slave. When it comes to the backyard, a woman's not a slave. When it comes to the furniture, a woman's not a slave. When it comes to the kitchen, she's a slave. Why is it? Because that's what you've been taught. It's a lie. The kitchen is part of a man and a woman's intimacy, just like the rest of the goddamn house. A woman cooks for her husband. And of course, the kids too, because their family, they live there, their assets, they're part of our intimacy. They came from our sperm and our egg. Okay? That's why we automatically cook for the kids, not just because they're small and there ain't nobody to take care of them. We got them off the street. They was homeless and we brought them in. That's not why we feed our kids. We feed our kids for the same reason a woman feeds her husband, is because of intimacy. It has nothing to do with a woman being a slave. If you think that, if you as a woman think that you being in the kitchen is a slave thing, you are the most unattractive, most unsexual, boringest sexual partner a man ever want to meet. Stop fussing about things that were designed by God. Okay? I just get sick and tired of black women, and I don't date black women anymore. My wife was it for me. That's it. I don't date black women anymore because since my divorce was the beginning of a trend. And I'm going to leave it at that. My divorce was the beginning of a trend that's going on with black women. And my wife was influenced by this BS. Okay? That's why I don't date black women. It's not really baggage as much as it is the trend. Let me say that again. It's not really baggage as much as it is the trend. Because I can go out here and say, you know what, I'll give a black woman a chance. This girl over here seems like a really hot black girl. You know, she seems really nice and sweet and Christian and humble, and she seems like wife material. Until she gets a black man in which she thinks is under her thumb. A black man, sweetheart, is never under your thumb. He's a man. He can never be under your thumb. You think he's under your thumb. You think you're in control until he decides to stand up. Until he decides to stand up. Until he decides to stand up. But you're not in control. You're never in control. You're the Eve. He's the Adam. God made you last. You didn't know what an animal was, a flower was. You didn't know what a sky was. You didn't know what dust was, even though you came out of it. Adam had to teach you all that stuff. Your man is supposed to be Adam. You're supposed to be Eve. You got a problem with that, you're not ready to be with a man. Okay? If your man is eloquent, you just what's the Spanish word for eloquent? Eloquina? You just learn how to speak eloquina then. That's all. He's still in charge. If your man is slow, I guess we'll take our time. I'm slow. That ain't no reason to reverse it. And not only reverse it, but treat me like your slave. And the only time I get to be a man is in the bedroom. Bedroom's closed today, mama. No more bedroom. Till we get this together. Till we get this right. Okay? Because being in the bedroom ain't why I'm a man. Being in the bedroom doesn't make me a man. Being in the bedroom ain't how I picked you, and really, let's get real, asked you to be my wife. Agreed with you for this marriage. Had nothing to do with the bedroom now, did it? If it did, we both ought to be shot. But no. I left my Bible over there. There's your answer. Left my Bible over there. That's why we got married. I left my Bible over there on the table. That's why we got married. The B-I-B-L-E and respect for God Almighty. Ain't got nothing to do with us, because we can live in fornication until this movie ends and goes back to the dust where it came from. But I'm sick and tired of black folks screwing up everything that's called America. I was telling a brother just the other day, yesterday actually, telling him, brother, white folks ain't people you got to worry about. It's everybody else coming into this country that can do it better than you can do it. And they can't even speak goddamn English. But they beating you at everything. They beating you at getting women. They beating you at getting jobs. They beating us at everything. They beating us at going to college. They beating us at raising kids that are going to go to college. They're beating us at everything. And then this woman here, this trick, wants to sit here and flash her interracial marriage on YouTube like black people supposed to give a crap. And I don't know if he gives a rat's behind. Whether it's him that wants to do these videos or it's her that wants to do these videos, but I see him following her in these videos. She's the one that's making this content. And when you take him out of the picture, who's making more content now? So I think she lied when she said, oh, don't lie. Let's be honest. Let's not act like, you didn't want to do these videos. You're the one that wanted to. I don't know, sweetheart, because you're the one shaking your butt in front of the camera. You're the one that wants him to get up there and show off. He looked like a typical white dude that's just glad he getting some booty. He'll do, he just taking care, he just being a respectful, responsible husband the way I've seen it do. That doesn't mean that he's not a manipulator and a liar, because it's all YouTube. And that's the last part of this. There's two reasons why people put everything and put all their business out on YouTube. Two reasons why people put everything and all their business out on YouTube. That's number one, because they don't see the world around them as the reality they want to live. So they dress it up and put it on YouTube, and they rather look at the video instead of accept the fact of what they're going through. The sex that you're having with your husband tonight will be the sex that you're having with your husband tonight. It doesn't matter what you say or do or how good you shake it on YouTube. It doesn't matter what you lie about. It doesn't matter what you tell the truth about. The sex that you're having with thy husband tonight in the bedroom, okay, will be the same sex y'all been having away from the camera. Unless you, of course, you want to turn this into a porn video. Okay, what goes on between you and your spouse, whether you're black or white, whether you're interracial, whether you're interracial and out of the country, or whether you're two people out of the country, in the country doing videos. When you put all your business on YouTube, it represents two things. It represents, number one, you're not happy with your reality. So therefore you need to dress it up and make it look different on YouTube. You need to get on YouTube and act like you and your husband talk to each other that much. You and your husband have that much sex. You and your husband have this much of a good time with your children. You need to go on YouTube. And you ever ask yourself, how do people find time to do these videos? I mean, some of y'all do 10 videos a day. You ever ask yourself where they find the time? I do. If I'm having great sex with my wife, I'm not going to be doing 10 videos a day. If I'm going to work and coming home to my wife, and I got to come home and listen to her problems, even though she ain't went nowhere, she been home all day. And she got to listen to my boring problems, which don't have nothing to do with her because she been home all day. She don't work. She don't know what I'm going through. Okay? But she's got to listen to me. We're going to sit down and we're going to eat together. Okay, first of all, that's how many, what is that, 16 hours? 12 hours. We'll break it down to 12 hours. That's 12 hours right there. Where did you find time to do all these videos when there's only 24 hours in a day? All these videos per day when there's only 24 hours in a day. Okay. The other thing, the other reason why people do videos, especially about their marriage, their relationships with men or their relationships with women and so forth and so on like that, is because of baggage. It's because you don't trust the person that you're with. You don't trust the people around you. And you know if something happens, it is all recorded. And if you lie, making him look like the bad guy, it's all recorded. If he says something and makes you look like, if he lies, it's recorded. But what you don't want is you don't want him telling the truth, or whichever one of y'all is the bad spouse, you don't want the other one telling the truth. And so when they do that, what do you do on video like she did? Cut you off, which shows that she did lie about some things about him. Because when he went to saying certain things, she would cut him off. And she made sure that when she hit that play button, hit that record button, she's doing most of the talking. And it's not just like this for this couple. It's like this all over YouTube. Scott Divine, that's his name. Scott Divine is his name. Filipino couple here on YouTube that they record their whole entire life on YouTube. And the video is really about her. It's not about Scott Divine and his condition. And without her, Scott Divine would have no channel. I mean, he would have a whole different set of subscribers because he would have to talk about his condition. Okay. And so his videos would be all medical. But Scott Divine went to the Philippines and got himself one of the hottest Filipinas that you ever want to bring to America. And I don't know if he makes that much money in disability, because I really don't understand what Scott does for a living. It's funny how they keep that out of news, but they put everything else in there. They don't really want you to know what they do for a living. You can't tell us what you do for a living without telling us who you do that for a living for? I can, okay? But they don't want you to know what they do for a living. But I do believe the part about her just being this Filipino wife, okay? And he don't know, but Scott, my brother, all the news about what you're doing for her family and all like that is old news, bro. And people are going to look at that. They're going to look at you going to the Philippines, hanging out with her dad and bringing her sisters and her other siblings to America, and they're going to make their own videos about it, because that's old news, bro. It really is. What I hate about your videos, Scott, is your videos are about your wife. It's not about y'all being a couple. Your videos are about her. She can wear anything she wants to wear in your videos. She can sit there and shake her butt in front of other men as long as your condition is standing right there watching her. She loves to get dressed up for what? To shake her butt in front of the camera and act sexy in front of the camera in hardly nothing. And don't get me wrong, she's a little bit more modest than some other Filipinas that I've seen on video, but it's still all about her. It's not about the two of you, it's about her. And whether you've made the videos about her because you wanted to do this channel to flash her, which makes you look bad, especially being in your condition, or whether it's her that wanted to do the videos to flash herself, which makes both y'all look bad because you got a condition and everybody knows the rhetoric that goes on about men, passport bros, etc., running over to the Philippines to get a girl because they can't get one here in the U.S., which I agree about that part. Good men don't get girls out of the U.S. anymore. You got to go and find tradition in the soil on the outskirts of this contaminated soil, okay? You got to go out there. You got to go back to Africa. You got to go to the Dominican Republic. You got to go somewhere. You can't just sit here and think that, America is old news. America is a mess. Okay, but I said I wouldn't hold you long. So again, those are the two reasons that people are on YouTube all the time. Because they don't like their own reality and they try to use YouTube to escape it. Number one. Number two, it's because they don't trust. They don't trust any of us. They don't trust anybody in their life. So they want their whole life filmed on YouTube because eventually they're going to get a return out of it when the crap hits the fan, like it just did right here between the Queen of Kings channel, okay? When the crap hits the fan, okay, it's all on video, whether she's lying on him and getting away with it, or whether he's covering up a bunch of stuff about himself and getting away with it. It's all on video. Okay? And I'm sorry it didn't work out between this couple. I really, really, really thought this was a great couple. Unless they got back together, they might be back together, I don't know. But right now, all the black folks are finally coming out of their hiding places and attacking this couple now that the couple's down. Well, okay. Okay. That's black people for you. That's all I can say. That's black people for you. Okay? You was jealous about this couple, and that just shows you what's wrong with black people. You got no effing reason to be jealous of this couple. Let me tell all you black brothers something. She was never gonna pick you anyway. And let me tell all you black women something. you know that you ain't in his league. It ain't got nothing to do with him being white, except for the fact that you know that most white men use their brain more than black men use their brain. That's what makes you mad when a black woman hooks up with a white man, because you know the white man is going to just do what he's supposed to do, like a walk in the park, the same stuff you having trouble with. And that's what ticks me off about black people. You won't accept the fact that you're in America. And that even though America slaved your behind, okay, it ended up on top in the end. And turned out to be the best freedom fighters that exist in the world. Nobody wants to abolish slavery more than Americans. But here we are, all these people coming to this country, and what? Only black people are holding everybody up. Only black people are holding everybody up. And, of course, terrorist groups that are among us. They want to come here and hate on Americans while they got our green cards and our visas. They want to hate on us after we do all this crap for free for them. They want to hate on America. Take your stupid third world, okay, behind back home, and take some of these black folks with you. My God, take some of these black folks with you. Some of the ones that are even hating on this couple. You should be praying for this couple. You should be sending emails to this couple. You should be talking about this couple as in, oh, well, I hope they get back together. I hope that she's telling the truth. I hope that he's telling the truth. I hope that they have a plan to get back together and work this out, because we don't want to see another boring divorce. How about that? How about them apples? Huh? How about that? But no, they want to get on there with sunglasses and junk. Hey, well, you know, I got breaking news. Yeah, you got breaking. I almost said the word. Yeah, you got breaking news, all right. Starts with an N. It's called that kind of news. Last time I said that word, a white person can say it, but for me to say it, I'm going to get flagged. Okay? So I'm not going to say it. But that's what kind of news it is. Okay? But anyway, I pray for this couple. And I pray that they would take some time away from YouTube. Take some time away from YouTube and work on their relationship. If they ever had a real one in the first place. Take some time on your relationship and get your relationship together and get back together. One girl, even though she was just hating on this couple, she did say one thing right out of the whole video. She says maybe what she needs to do is get away from him and take some time for herself, but that's implying that she's telling the truth. She don't strike me as somebody that works for a living. I don't know. She doesn't strike me as someone that works for a living. And the day she cut her hair like that, almost to being bald, told me she definitely don't work for a living. Because how many, okay, not her age anyway, like, really though, do you know that many bald-headed women in the workplace? Definitely black women. I mean, even Pinkett Smith don't do bald-headed videos, even though she has a balding disease. She doesn't do bald-headed videos. At least she lets her hair grow and adds her weaves and extensions when she does her superhero videos or whatever she's doing. My goodness. But see, if this woman is lying, that's another one down for black folks. If the man is lying, that's the one up for black folks. Even though that up is not going anywhere, because men can lie. All men lie. And if he's lying, he's still lying less than black men do. And if he's being a manipulator and a controller, he's doing it less than most black men do. Nobody's looking bad here but her. And it's going to be her, and even thanks more so to the black people watching her content, because they're just going to take this woman down, 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 down. There's not going to be no support group for her. They're going to take her down, 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 until she's no more, and then they're all going to laugh about it. They're all going to make fun of her. They went from jealousy, extreme jealousy. I don't understand where it comes from, because this couple ain't got nothing to do with you. Black wise or social wise, it's got nothing to do with you, except when you watch their content. What you see is what you get. But if she is messed up, she's just making you look bad as black people. She's making you look bad, and that's another one down for black people. If she's black, I thought she was African. But I gotta admit, when you hear her voice, she does sound like she's pro-black. She sounds like she's from Pittsburgh. Or Philly. You know. Or my God, Compton. Okay? You know, she sounds like she been here before. You know. Over-talking him and over-talking herself. Contradicting herself. Let me get out of here. Thank you for watching D-Roy Cruz Area 1. God bless you. Talk to you later with more.